Well, hello everyone and welcome to another very exciting episode here on the MIgardener channel. I am so excited for this episode because in this episode, we're going to be talking about culling fruit. Now, this is something that every gardener dreads. It's something that I certainly dread, especially when it comes to peaches. But I mean, culling fruit is just something that you have to do if you expect a healthy tree and a large-sized fruit. One of the things that we do is we come in and we remove some fruit so that the energy can be focused into growing larger fruit. And that's the whole idea between culling, is kind of selecting fruit for the plant to focus energy in and taking away some of those energy needs by reducing the fruits that you don't think the plant needs. Now, where I tend to come in is I tend to take a very textbook approach. I tend to always do that. I come in with textbook because textbook is tried and true and proven. And then I see where there can be some adaptions, where there's kind of some holes that allow me, the gardener, to learn and adapt what I've learned to my personal garden. And that's what I always encourage you guys to do. I tell you that all the time. I say, what I say does not have to fly in your garden. I'm giving you structure to go off of, and if you go off that, you're going to have success, but there's never a one-size-fits-all solution to anyone's garden. There's so many different ways to go about things, and that's what I love about gardening. So by all means, this is what has worked for me, but if you don't agree with it, just go with the textbook, go with the textbook way of things, and you're going to have pretty good success. Where I kind of come in is I come in with the idea of selectivity. The tree favors what it needs. And you see that a lot. When the tree is stressed, it will put energy into other areas where there's less stress. And it will kind of drop the leaves and drop those branches where it is stressed, because it's all about conservation of energy. When a tree needs to produce fruit, it will grow a certain amount of fruit that it knows it can sustain at that current time. And then it will begin to drop the fruit. As you see, a lot of times, people oftentimes lose their minds. They send us pictures all the time. We're starting to get them now all the time, where fruit is dropping to the ground and they go absolutely crazy, fertilizing the tree and thinking that there's a disease and, oh my gosh, what's going on? Have you ever just stopped for a second, just stopped the madness and the chaos and thought, the tree might just be doing what it needs to do to survive? And so if I see fruit on the ground, I don't lose my mind, because I know that the tree knows more than me. And if I end up losing all of the fruit, that's just a key sign that the tree was not ready to fruit yet. But what I want to come in and do is, since there is fruit sticking to the tree, I do want to come in and cull. But I don't want to just go off of the textbook thing of saying, okay, if the tree is X amount in diameter, it's about 1.5 inches in diameter, you want to cull about 25% of the fruits there. If the tree is 4 inches in diameter, you can cull about I believe it's 10% of the fruits. And so then you get to full fruiting mature size, where you don't have to cull the fruit because the tree will kind of self-cull. And culling, for those that obviously, hopefully know, but maybe not know, culling is the process of pulling off the fruit. A lot of trees will self-cull, but when they're young like this, sometimes they don't cull enough of their fruit, and that's just the tree naturally dropping the fruit. And a lot of times, a lot of fruit will stay, and it overstresses the tree. So what I want to do is I want to come in and cull, but I want to look at what the tree needs. I want to look at what the tree is actually trying to tell me, rather than just saying, okay, there's 25, or there's, let's say 100, just for easy numbers here, or 20. Okay, 20 is a good example. So let's say there's 20 fruits. It's a little more reasonable. And I need to take off about 25% of the fruits on this tree, because that's what the textbook tells me. And I just come in and I just take off 5 fruits. Okay, I've taken off 25% of the fruit. Okay, great. But that's not what I want you guys to be doing. I want you guys to actually get out in the garden and actually understand your trees, understand what they're trying to tell you, and it can help you make better and smarter decisions that will benefit you later on. not only in having a healthier tree, but having a larger harvest as well. So coming in close, I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean by looking at what the tree is favoring. Rather than just going by number, actually looking at what the tree is favoring, it's gonna help you cull your fruit so much smarter. So let's go, let's check this out. I think you guys are really gonna love this. So if I come down to the base here, you'll see exactly what I mean. This is some self-culled fruit. This is fruit that the tree has just said, look, I don't need this much fruit here on the tree. And the energy was not going into producing this to be a fully mature fruit. It was going into enlarging other fruits. So it just dropped this. Trees will do that. But what you want to look at is you want to look at kind of the average size. See here? Look at this. It's a beautiful peach. Look at these peaches. Look at these absolutely stunning peaches. And you want to look at the average size. And you want to look at fruits that are under average. They might just be smaller, but chances are, if they're smaller, it means that the tree is not favoring those fruits. The tree only has so much energy to give to so many fruits, and it's dividing it up. So we come down here and we can see, okay, so this is the average size fruit, let's say maybe about 1 inch in diameter. Coming over here, you'll notice these two little runts right here. And actually you'll notice it popped right off. I didn't even hardly have to press on it. See, look, here's another one, ready? Watch this. It just falls. I mean, you don't even have to put any pressure. Those would have fallen off. So the tree is telling you right there, look, you can kind of see the fact that they're much, much smaller. They're a little more yellow, a little more anemic. It's because energy is not going into producing these. The tree has cut these off, saying, hey, look, you know what I mean? If I'm going to produce fruit, I can't produce all these to be fully mature fruits that are you know, delectable for an animal to come eat and spread my seeds. I need to worry about what I can actually produce. And so you see here's a large fruit, and then just next door is a smaller fruit. I'm going to come through here, and this one hurts because this one is not ready to come off yet, but I can see that it's significantly smaller. I'm going to take that one off there. So now you have a large fruit, and you can see here, there's 3 fruits right there. This one right here is just too small, so I'm going to remove that one. And then down here, you can see this one right here is small and going to fall right off. See, look at that, popped right off, because that one was not getting enough energy. Coming around here, here's another one. Here's another fruit, barely hanging on there. It would have fallen off too in the next windstorm. Over here, see, here's another very small one here. Let's pull that one off. And you'll notice that the ones that the tree was wanting to get rid of, they'll really fall off. They'll really fall off. So yeah, that's about, oh, there's another one right here. So here's another small one here. Pop, falls right off. So we managed to cull out of about 21, I think 23 fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fruits out of 23 fruits. The tree naturally knows about 25% of this fruit needs to fall. See, folks, I did not have to come in here and I didn't have to do anything. Nature knows best, and this is proof. This is living proof. Out of about 23 fruits, we got 7. That's from a bird. Oh man. So if you guys see this, little side note, look at that. That's from a bird pecking a hole into it, trying to get the water. Really, we've had a real dry season. Rain just started to come here. So the birds were looking for water, and they pecked holes into the fruit to try to find that water. And that's where it's oozing all of its, wow, it's quite remarkable. Back to the topic though. It's like fruit sap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode on culling. Again, you really don't need to do a whole lot of overthinking when it comes to these types of things, because when it comes to understanding what your plants need to take off, you can just see what they're favoring. And it's very clear what they're favoring, because what they're not favoring, they drop. And so you can see that. You can see that without really having to do too much analyzing. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. And as always, keep it really simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Listen to your plants. And we'll talk to y'all later. Grow big or go home, guys. Bye.